Jason Lemkin is a VC and entrepreneur, and he writes this blog called SaaStr, which is all about getting from $0 to $100 million in recurring revenue. This blog is very useful for SaaS and also very useful for agencies, but in a little bit different way. So in this video, I want to break down 3 of Jason's best posts and what I learned as an agency founder from each of them. Jason's first piece of advice is when you first hire sales, hire 2 at the same time. This is something that we implemented here at Experiment 27. Our first sales hires were Afnan and Cameron. And the reason Jason says to hire 2 salespeople at the same time, it's 2 reasons. One is if your first rep does poorly, you'll have no idea why, right? If he's bad at sales, that could be why he's doing poorly, but it could also be your product isn't ready for sales. So there's a lot of variables. But if the first rep does well, you also have no idea why if you only hire 1 sales guy, because he might be good or the product might sell itself. But if you hire 2 sales guys, ideally they'll both do amazing, and then you'll know that it's the product and like it's working. But if one does well and one does poorly, then you know that it's not the skill of the sales guy or the product. You'll be able to isolate which is which, and then maybe fire the underperforming one and replace them. In our case, both sales guys seem to be doing pretty well so far. Our sales are going up a lot. So the 2 salesmen rule worked for us. Once you have those 2 sales reps, the next step, according to a guest post on SaaStr, is start with a stretch VP of sales and have him develop the product and sell it. So the stretch VP of sales is basically the person that you bring in after those first 2 sales guys. And it could also be one of those sales guys getting promoted up. And their whole job is to build a sales team. And I recommend checking this post out because it actually goes through what to look for in a VP of sales, and then also what not to look for, and then the risks of hiring a VP of sales. Once that VP of sales is in, the main goal should be getting to at least 50,000 in monthly recurring revenue, or MRR. And as Jason says in this one blog post, at 50K in MRR, running out of money is no longer an excuse. So the goal should be 50K. And he actually gives a few suggestions on what to do once you get that 50K in MRR here, all of which are amazing suggestions. That's an intro to Jason Lemkin. I recommend subscribing to SaaStr, reading SaaStr, and trying to see it through the lens of an agency owner if you are one. There is a lot in here that's not useful for you and is fully focused on SaaS. But if you read it and you're able to transform that for your agency, there's a lot of value to be had. Thanks for watching the video. Feel free to like this video to encourage this type of content on YouTube. Subscribe for more B2B sales training. And if you need marketing support for your digital agency, check out experiment27.com. Thanks.